Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Well, now that you're here, you might as well stay, right? Or you can leave. Everybody leaves. At some point, everybody leaves. Or we leave. Okay. That took a very melancholy turn. I'd like to take it from the top, but we're already in it, so we gotta see it through. That's not what was in the script. I mean, why stick to the script when you could just wing it? That's one of my favorite parts about life is there's really no right or wrong way of doing this. Okay, there's wrong ways of doing this. I digress. We're not off to a good start. I'm Anthony. Welcome back to Late Nights. How are you doing? I'm not doing so great, but I think there's a lot to learn in the not doing so great, and I got that for you this episode. I really unpacked some of my emotions this week, something I'm not good at. I'm a guy. We don't feel things. We're not supposed to. And I'm learning that it's okay to do that. So let's talk about the new iPhone 17. And of course, everyone's dismantling that, just like the whole world can't even help themselves. Instead of dismantling our lives, I'd rather us dismantle iPhones. The Whistle and Dixies, the Whistle and Diesels of the world.
We f***ed up.
Just like you after 3 months of your most recent relationship. Why can't honeymoons last forever? Am I asking for too much? I'm not a bad guy. I just like knowing everybody's getting along and everybody's happy. I have this incessant need to keep people happy. It is a burden like no other. Sometimes that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Remember that one kid, probably when you were really little, or probably an adult, that couldn't stop picking at shit? Picking at their fingers, picking at scabs. Yeah, picking at a scab. A scab never heals if you keep picking at it. Sometimes if they weren't picking at their fingers and their scabs, maybe they were picking at your fingers and your scabs. I'm not sure what the fuck I just said. What the fuck was that? Whatever. The same kids that spend every day with their spouses always saying, "Are you okay? Is it okay? Are you 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 okay?" We are deeply, deeply flawed humans, and it's okay. But I'm not okay. I hope you're okay. And if you're not, are you okay? Maybe if I ask you 54 more times, you might be more okay. Or you maybe just snap and lose your mind on me. Whatever the case is, welcome back to Late Nights. I'm happy you're here. It's so awesome to see that this small little channel is growing into something. And it's not possible without your support. Every like, every share counts, and whether I like to admit it or not, that's what's going to carry the weight of this show. You. Not me. I'm just like the proxy, right? I'm just like the base. If we were making smoothies, I'm the base, you're everything else. Yeah, down to the taste buds. So I'm happy you're here. And when you think of exes, just think, it could be worse. Like, imagine if Sydney Sweeney was your ex. Ooh. Those are some big jeans, big shoes to fill. I'm sorry. I don't know what to believe anymore, though. The iPhone 17 came out this week, and no one can seem to let their inner picker be restrained. We just need to take things apart. We just love to take things apart. What is wrong with us? It's like an illness. I act like a little self-sabotage doesn't help me stay a little grounded, though. So I get the picking. I'm a picker. I pick, right? We're all pickers at little things. I'd like to pick Sydney Sweeney. How you doing? Hello. Meet the nice you. All right? I like to bump into her at the grocery store. Speaking of picking this week, Sydney Sweeney wasn't the only pick this week at the Emmys. Our good friend Zach Bryan was a big pick this week at one of his latest concerts. He was seen masquerading around like a jester. A jester. hopping fences. What's going on here? What is going on? What's up with this man? Between him and Justin Bieber, I'm not sure who's got more meltdowns under their belt. And I get it, the price of fame is high. I don't know if people realize that. I had a teacher in the 5th grade. Now get this. I had a teacher in the 5th grade that used to always say to me, would you like fries with that? And me being young and naivete, you don't understand these stupid little quippy lines along the way. But in so little words, the teacher had so little faith in me, he thought it'd be funny to make jokes. He thought it'd be funny to say this stuff to me and convince me that I would never amount to anything. So trust me when I say, I know a village idiot when I see a village idiot. And Zach Bryan, what is going on? What is in... You got ants in your pants, boy? He was spotted doing a little rifting, trying to get into a fight with Mr. Gavin, who stood there the same way I stand there when I'm watching my dogs puke in the corner of my house, just like... What do you do? What do you say? Are you okay? Is it going to be all right? That's probably how he was looking at Zach Bryan, poor guy. I say let them kill each other, whatever, Let boys be boys. I mean, look, Dana White let Mike Tyson and Logan Paul fight for pay-per-view. We knew it was wrong then. Put Zach and Gavin in there. Why not, right? We can make it like a Halloween edition. Put a cornfield in between the both of them and put both of them at either end with kegs. And make them drink each keg, and whoever can make it to the middle while still standing up straight, they have to make it to Charlie Sheen in the middle. That's not bad. That's not bad. And whoever does that wins. That's a pretty good deal. Who's writing this shit? It's late nights, and it is a late night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can sell like Pinterest DIYs and call it like 2 cowboys and 1 Charlie. All right, now we got a baseline. I'm your host, Anthony, and I'm happy you're here. This is a sketch comedy late night show. It's all jokes, but sometimes I'm known to get a little sentimental when I'm in my feels, which is almost 99% of the time. I just walk around acting like I'm totally okay, but really I'm just totally stuck in my head, which is why I love doing late nights, doing writing, doing stand-up, and talking to you, my viewers. I've made content for years, and it's always been fun. It has. Some people have supported it. Other people haven't. If you know me, I'm pretty fantastic. So I hope you support me along the way. And I like talking about my feelings. It doesn't bother me, and people think it's pretty courageous of me, but to me, it's just normal. I think we need to talk about our feelings. I don't think we do enough anymore, at least in the right form. In the right form. I feel and I share what I feel with you so you can feel it too. And hopefully it gives you the power and the curiosity to go do what you need to do. Whether it's write shitty jokes and talk to yourself in the middle of your apartment or, ask the girl out. Go to the new place that you don't know anything about. The things that make you uncomfortable, which is why in this next segment, this wasn't easy for me. It wasn't, to let it all out. And it's not all satire, this show. Sometimes it really is about speaking our truth into the world just to make sure we're auditing ourselves. And I think we need to do an internal audit sometimes. I do it often, sometimes too often. I like to think. Okay, I like to overthink. Okay, you judgy bastard. I didn't ask your opinion. I just said this is my opinion. This week sucked, guys. It does. It sucked in every way. But it made me open my eyes a little wider. It did. I thought of the recent passing of some of the people in the news, Charlie Kirk and Irina and the Ukrainian girl that was murdered. And some of those things really got me. Combine that with me turning 30 this week, I feel like I'm having an existential crisis. And when I look around, I see a lot of us in similar shoes, just in our own worlds. I think that's totally okay. It used to bother me. I don't want to be too MAGA or too woke, but I think the loss of any life is a loss. All right. Some not so bad. The predators, I got no heart for the predators. They can go wherever they gotta go. But I think as a society, we're really quick to label it. As a society, we think we need to label everything. And call me ignorant, but I just don't see it like that. I don't like putting labels on things. I wasn't raised like that. And I've shied away from that for a long time. But Charlie Kirk's death has prompted me to go on a journey of exploration. And I won't lie, I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a scaredy cat through and through. Ask my mama. She'll tell you, Dad Anthony, he's a scaredy cat. My mom used to wait by the shower when I was little because I couldn't shower alone, so she'd sit in the bathroom while I would shower. She always pulled the old trickaroo where she'd leave, after a couple minutes I get into the shower and I'm like playing with the duckies and stuff, she'd leave. And I'd poke my head out and I'd go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I was a scaredy cat. I used to tell everybody I was a scaredy cat. So exploration isn't something that's natural to me is what I'm saying. And it may not be natural to you. And wherever the hell you are in your life, maybe you're suffering really bad and, maybe it's a good platform to kind of work off of. I think suffering is enduring and enduring is discipline sometimes and understanding that we need to recommit to what we need out of this life. It's a journey that I told myself I would have to be courage to go on. That's how crazy this week has been. I've had a outright epiphany. I did not think I was capable of epiphanies. I mean, you see what I'm wearing, right? I'm clearly confused. I'm clearly confused. And when I was little, I told my grandma, I said, Grandma, when I'm 30, I'm going to be a millionaire. I turned 30 this week. It's unbelievable. And let's just say, look, $3 in my checking account, if it's all the same to you, it's just a clerical error. Nothing we can't get past. I'm sure we could sort it out with the bank. Look, I'm on a 5 to 10 year plan. I'm figuring it out, right? We're all figuring it out. And for all the things that I beat myself down about and all the things that you beat yourself down about, you have to remember this walk in life without becoming godly or political on you or imposing my beliefs on you, because I don't think that's the way the world should work. But I do think we need to educate each other so that way we can make a very informed decision. I think this walk in life that you take is so short that we need to enjoy it and we need to embrace it. And I've spent so much of my life not embracing it, not having fun, certainly not enjoying it. And I know it's a little lofty, but I'm lofty. That's who I am. I'm your host, Anthony Cassese. I'm lofty. I'm grandiose. I used to make excuses about it. I used to feel bad about it. I used to think, man, I am so weird. I used to think I'm so weird. How could anybody think like this? I'm a dreamer, a hopeless romantic. I think I'm the last of a dying breed, to be honest. I don't think there's many like me around. I think our insecurity and ego makes it really hard to see these things clearly sometimes. We like looking at life through rose-colored glasses. That's just how it goes. And the truth is, and it's just my opinion, you're entitled to believe whatever you want. You are. That's what's so great about having the power of opinion, the power of choice, individuality, especially in the great state, the great country, the United States of America. You can believe whatever you want. You could believe whatever you want in Asia. Maybe not certain parts, but you get what I'm saying. Australia, if you're okay with big ass spiders crawling like into your mouth while you're sleeping. I'm not. But we put ourselves in boxes. I think that we put ourselves in boxes. We're so quick to label. We are ignorantly blind to empathy. We have the most unrealistic and most unreasonable expectations of ourselves. We let others steal our joy. We steal our own joy. It kills me. This whole week, for one reason or 1,000 clerical reasons, I felt just like glass. I just feel like a glass that's just fragile and just waiting to suddenly break at a moment's notice, like a bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. I could live 150 years and it still wouldn't be enough, guys. That's the kind of person I am. And it'll never be sufficient for me. I'll always want more. I love life. I love it. And I hope that I can share that with people. Arnold Schwarzenegger said once, the worst thing I can be is everyone else. I hate that. That's been a real learning curve for me, I'm not going to lie. And I'm learning there's only one of me, just like there's only one of you. And whether we're making jokes or cracking shots at certain people around us, while we're laughing it up with the boys or hanging out with the girls or whatever the hell it is these people get into these days. Have you heard of bed rotting? Apparently that's a new thing. I don't know anything about bed rotting. If that's what you're into, then do you, right? And just remember there's only one of you. And don't let the mental health crush you, because we need to treat ourselves with some love, because for all the quirks that we do have and all the things that we don't have and all the insecure thoughts, you're only human. That's it. You're only human. Or you can be just like Charlie Sheen and be mad because somebody's messing with your crack. Or you can be like Zach Bryan, never back down from your animal tendencies. Look, you may not be a millionaire, but you're rich, no matter how you look at it. You really are, because look, I've seen what money does to people. You don't need to be rich with money to have it all. And we're all in this pursuit of getting to the next thing. We're all in a rush to get to the next thing, to get nowhere. You know? The best in people, though, the best in the people where I come from are the ones that have nothing. And you have to respect the person that will take the shirt off their own back. Give it due. I felt like all week I was a worthless human being. Imagine walking around, having conversations with your bestest friends, your bosses, your family, and just feeling worthless. It's going to happen sometimes. But I know that my 30s are going to be the best. Because look, suffering is the first step. Suffering is the first step. It's not a punishment. You can't look at it like that. It's the first step. It's an invitation to come back. It's an invitation for you to come back. And where we are in society, it is so polarizing that I bring this up because I want you to know, whoever you are, wherever you are, no matter what your story is, no matter the crap you fill yourself up with every day, day after day, especially when you get into your 30s, it's easy to become fragile. But there's so much for you. There's so much out there. Remember that this life is an invitation. And we can't be burdened by the past. What's done is done. You have to accept that. Maybe that's some of the suffering. It's a stepping stone. And we have to let love in. We have to let it back in unconditionally so that we can ascend to greater heights in our lives. Because we can't do it without love. It's all risky. I know you're scared. I know it hurts sometimes. I know it's a terrifying world we live in and we don't really know what to expect. But if we can look at that a little differently, a little bit more optimistically and a little bit more curiously, it makes the suffering not so bad. Have the most glorious week of your life because you deserve it. And tomorrow when you wake up, look yourself in the mirror and say, I deserve this. And I'm going to get this. And I'm going to figure it out. And if I can't, I'm going to at least try. Because all you need to do is believe in yourself just 1%. I'm your host, Anthony Cassese. Thank you for joining me here at Late Nights. Hopefully Zach Bryan stays out of trouble this week. Who knows? I know Sydney Sweeney was looking just dashing at the Emmys. But she looked good, right? And the newest iPhone will probably be a big hit for dismantling for the rest of the month. Yep, that's where we are. Luckily, AI will substitute a lot of the actual dismantlings. Enjoy your week.